And it all exists. It all sounds like it's existing together in one place. Like it's
Oh, it all syncs. It all syncs. Yeah,
yeah, and
it
just like
all.
the environment of it. Whereas in like okay, let's say
Yeah,
again, I'll compare it again to that Alesis SR16. That thing is
yeah.
cool, but it's
The technology that all the Pro Tools and all the programs nowadays and all the software was taken from that analog machine. Everything that you see, it basically they kind of pretty much took it like from that and digitalized it.
yeah.
Programmed it
Yeah, I mean
into their own software.
And even then, dude, that machine, I honestly, when I used it, the years that I spent with it, I never probably got to use 100% of the features. I maybe 10%, 20% of
That's
what
the
that
thing.
machine could
There's
really do.
there's so
But
much
if you
there. It's
really,
like, wow, I don't even know what
it's
to
a
do with most
basically
of
it's
it.
a MIDI like it says. That's what it's a MIDI production center. That's what MPC is. It's basically it's all production center right there. In that machine you could do a whole everything you really need to do. I mean, Kanye got a billionaire from it. Dre, all these greats, they worked off that machine. It's just it's the hip hop fucking mecca. That's the hip hop fucking
Cool.
Yeah, it is. It really is, dude. As far as hip hop.
Yeah, Matt, come on, make a hit.
Yeah, what's up, man? We need you to bang out some beats, man.
I'll bang your beats. I did bang out some beats, but now I got to do another session. It takes time, inspiration. Got to write some shit.
And you know what? When I did all that stuff, dude, I had all the time in the world, bro.
That's the thing, because it takes
That's
these.
Before the shorties came, and I had days of just sitting there and hours and hours and hours and hours of just free time, and it's just like,
Yeah, because you need these long uninterrupted blocks of time in order to get into the zone and inhabit it and be there with it.
Yep.
Nobody calling your
I
name.
was gonna try that today with that song I'm telling you about, that bass line I
Yeah.
came up with.
Yeah.
And I kind of had it planned out, but dude, like I was just so unmotivated today. It was unreal.
Let's hear a sample of that little bass line you're talking about.
Oh shit.
Do you have anything you can play it on?
No, actually I can at the moment, but
okay.
No, I'm thinking I'm gonna tomorrow. If I get some time, I got a hi-hat, and I'm just gonna record a beat with my hi-hat.
Yeah.
I fished a hi-hat out of the garbage. Someone's thrown one away. So all I have is a hi-hat, right? I mean, I got like little drum machines and stuff I could use on my phone, but I'd rather have like the real, I want to record the hi-hat and then I'll play the bass line over it, and then I'll send a copy of it to you. And
Sure.
I want to get it pretty clean, so it's something good to go off of. Because right now what I got is just kind of, there's no beat, like no rhythm behind it, so I'm just kind of like not on time, I'm just kind of coming up with the idea.
Yeah, that one sample you sent me with you and Chris, that was pretty tight.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
And I was trying to, I couldn't get it onto my garage band because I wanted to lay something over it. For some reason, I just couldn't get it on there. I couldn't get the format, the transfer.
Yeah, once you figure it out, though, it's super easy.
Yeah, I know. And it's like I said, it's just time, dude.
I think what you got to do is you got to hold it, like your finger on the file for a second.
Oh, really?
Like if you just tap on it, it won't bring up the like.
I was trying to drag it. I was trying to and it wouldn't.
Yeah, just hold your finger on it for a second and see if it pops up with the option to send it to GarageBand.
I'll pop your options.
Yeah, my last laptop crashed on me, dude, and my GarageBand was in there with like a lot of good music, like 20 good tracks.
Oh, really?
Disappeared, nowhere to be found. Like, damn it. Yeah, I didn't have no backup, nothing. So I lost a lot of. But on my SoundCloud, I don't know if you guys got SoundCloud. It's pretty. It's kind of cool.
Did it save it?
There's some material that I did have on there.
Yeah.
But there was just like 2-3 minute samples of what I had, but not that I could. But I could never go back, because they're gone. I could never go back and make any changes or anything. There was just so what's there is there.
Well, yeah. Dude,
well, have you gotten yourself a good external hard drive or what?
No.
Well, God damn it! You should have a way to back it up, man.
Dude, it's just so much. It's like.
Yeah, it seems like a lot.
Yeah, it just seems so. Like I don't have the time, dude. Last time I worked on some Beatz was, I don't know, dude, a couple of years ago. I mean, I don't know, maybe I was messing with it about 6 months ago. But prior to that, it was like when I first moved here, and I was like whipping them up here. Like I got into the zone, and I ripped up like maybe 7 or 5.
Well, yeah, and you were jamming on drums and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. I went into, dude. And
see, and that's
it's like, the last year of this pandemic, I haven't had it. I don't know, dude. And, so much else is going on, too. Like,
yes.
Life happens, and it's like, okay. But it goes around. It always comes back to me, and it's always there. The passion's always there, so it's there. And it ain't going nowhere.
Which is good because it can become a habit that's easy to lose and hard to restart.
Well, I think once you got it, you'll never lose it. That's my motto.
Yeah.
Us three, we could go in a studio session and be probably whipping shit up within an hour.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, dude.
Yeah.
I have no doubt of that shit.
Imagine if we had a week in the studio together.
Oh, dude.
Dude. It would be, we could probably pump out fucking 5-10 songs a day.
Yeah, we fucking kicking some shit.
It could be, there's one, let's go, there's another one, and yeah, dude, it happens that fast. It could.
Fucking hey.
Well, we'll have to do it yet.
Jesse's down there in Tennessee. He's got all the studio time. He needs to get us in there.
Yeah, man, I could.
Yeah, man, you got the big
guys come out here, I'll make it happen.
We got to do it. We got to make it time. We're not getting any younger, man. We're clock's ticking.
We ain't Benjamin Buttons.
Ticking there.
Hey, I was wondering, did you send me anything yet?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't. I'm gonna get to it though.
Yeah, I'm not trying to rush you. I got a little notice from my mail today, and it was just because I got to go down. There's like this, they call it a concierge. It's like a automated. It's got a touch screen, and I got to punch in a code. And there's all these little lockers that open up and shit with the packages, and I was like,
oh wow, you don't get stuff delivered to your house?
Yeah, it's like an apartment, so they have like you go down to the main building and it's got all the little doors that pop open. And
okay.
I don't know. I like having stuff delivered right to my door, but for some reason they do that. And I got a notice from them, and I was just like, what the fuck? I was like, maybe it's here. And I was like,
yeah.
Listen, Hughes. What the fuck?
Get it out here.
This ain't a coffee clutch. Listen. What the fuck are we doing here? What are we going to talk about? Our fucking laundry next? Listen up.
Tell us about your fine wine score, man. That was a pretty cool story.
Oh, yeah, it's just, one of those just scores. I was scored from this dude that he did a lot of work with the wineries, and he just had this exclusive badass collection. He was moving up to Montana for me from Sonoma and Napa Valley. And, yeah, I just was there at the right time, dude. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, you got about 100 people just, messaging me on this. They want this stuff bad. I said, yeah, well, I'm here. So it's just basically a little piece of every best, the good, the best of the best.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and there's shit that goes back as I don't know. I think the oldest bottle in there is like 85. And there's some good ones, but then there's some stuff as new as like 2013, and you know, some of that wine. I mean, 20 years be like, you know, pushing it, but I mean, if it's stored properly, it some of those bottles could be really good. It's like, yeah, it's good shit, man. It's tasty. Everything I've tried out of it has been good. It's like,
What would you say has been the tastiest that you've tried so far? Do you remember what it was, like vintage or maker or anything?
oh yeah, well they're all red because that's all I really like is red.
Sure.
It's a Cabernet,
Sure.
Cabernet Sauvignon. The best one I've had. Oh man, dude, I don't know. I probably opened 10 bottles out of the collection. I think the collection was like a total of 150 bottles.
God damn,
I think
sweet.
we cracked over. I think about 10, and I don't know, dude. There's, fuck, I don't know. I had some the other day. It was, but it was a red blend, and it was amazing, dude. It's called Jacuzzi, but it's it's from here, Napa or Sonoma.
Yeah, I saw the picture of that you put up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called Jacuzzi. Yeah, it's called Jacuzzi, and I've been to that winery. Nice place. But so I guess that winemaker that made that wine for that winery, the grape that they use is imported from Italy. So it's a grape. They must have, I don't know how the fuck they got it here. They must have hybrided it or something, or whatever, growing it on their estate. But yeah, that grape was a special kind of a grape that they use on it. So there's so many grapes, dude, varietals that they got, like, you know, all these different breeds and shit. I don't know. There's a wine thing is like big out here. It's like, well, it's big everywhere. But it's just like,
yeah,
they get
it's like, stuff.
Yeah, it's like weed. It's like strains. They got all these different strains. Like that's what I kind of see the wineries. They're like dispensaries. They're like, you go to every single one. It's like, well, and with these wines, always saying, no, you can go to this one and try that one, and they're all. But it's just like bud. It's like you're going to like try, you know, because now they got thousands of strains of a weed now, and it's like, well, they got thousands of different wines too. So it's like, you know, so if you're a wine connoisseur, you know, just like bud dude, you know, you would be like, wow, this is good, but you know, and then you taste something better, and then yeah. So it's kind of crazy, dude.
Yeah, and they got all the private reserves and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, and then it gets deeper. Well, that's how it is with the dispensary. You got the private, you know, you go up there, and then you got the okay stuff, the reserve, and then the super stuff, and then the, you know, yeah. So yeah, it gets deep. And yeah, you can taste it, and even if you don't like the drink, you try some of these reds, you're like, wow. You're just like, it's just smooth. It's like, wow, whoa, this is good.
Yeah, I went in this winery when I was out there, or a couple wineries. And,
yeah.
Like, the guy was really cool, you know, like, one of the owners came over, and he's like, hey, how's this guy treating you? You know, the guy, like, serving, you know, sampling the wine. And we're like, we talked to him, he's really cool, you know, he's like, oh, you know, he's like, he was just making sure the guy was doing a good job, you know, and,
I like it when they break down the history, you know, while you're sampling it. They're like, well, this, and they'll just get into details. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
a little history lesson there.
I mean, we must have tried like 10 different kinds, so I actually had a buzz when we left, you know.
Oh man, I bet.
Dude, I think we dropped like $700 or something, dude. Fucking rocked in, buying like a $90, you know, private reserve.
Oh, you know, to go. You guys.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
shit. I was like, how much did you spend? I was like, oh, dude, and we went and ate. I was blitzed, man. But
that's the thing. It tastes so good, but then it gets in your blood fast, and you're like, oh. I mean, you might be feeling all right. By the time you leave, you're like, dude. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, you get all sleepy. Like,
you do.
Sleepy.
Hungry too.
Yeah.
Sleepy's code for wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some Italian food at this other winery, like right down the road. They had like a little restaurant.
Yeah, you were here, right? You were here when you guys were here, right?
Yeah, well, it was Livermore.
That's
wine country too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
And actually, the winery we were at is the longest standing winery owned by one family. They're like 5 generations they've owned this.
I don't believe it.
They all claim that.
Well, it's not the